like most people, the idea of both giving and receiving feedback probably makes you cringe, especially if it involves constructive feedback. Here's the problem with feedback. It sits at the intersection of two core but competing human needs. On the one hand, you may genuinely have the desire to learn and grow, or to help someone else in your life learn and grow. On the other hand, there is also the core human need to feel a sense of belonging, to be loved, to feel accepted exactly as we are, which is why when there's less than ideal feedback that is shared, you might feel vulnerable and even defensive at times, because it feels like that feedback threatens your very sense of self. So how can we help each other become better, if not with feedback? We can make a simple but profound shift by changing the lens from the past to the future. Instead of feedback, which is focused on the past, which cannot be changed, we shift the conversation to feed forward, which is entirely focused on creating a better future. For example, instead of asking for feedback on whether you are a good listener, you might ask for feed forward on how you can become a better listener going forward. Instead of asking for feedback on how your presentation went, you might ask for feed forward on how you can be a more effective communicator going forward. Thich Nhat Hanh, the renowned mindfulness teacher who recently passed away, said the most precious words you can say to a loved one are, "How can I love you better?" How can I love you better? Such a beautiful question. Similarly, in a professional context, you might ask, "How can I support you better?" Another great feed forward question. The powerful thing about feed forward as compared to feedback is it takes any kind of judgment out of the conversation, which then creates a safe space for both people in the conversation to be a lot more open and a lot more honest. So the question I encourage you to ask anyone you care about in your life is, how can I love or support you better?